Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on the Multiversity Thunderworld adventure. Now, as you know, this takes place on Earth 5, which is meant to be based originally on Earth S, as well as the post-crisis Earth 5. So in this universe, Billy Batson is meant to be Captain Marvel, and let's get on with the story. It starts off how at the Rock of Eternity, we have the wizard talking mainly to himself, and is checking the calendar, and says Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Savannah Day. Impossible! The Rock of Eternity is under attack for the first time in eternity. I must alert my champion. And then he finds out to his shock that it's Dr. Sylvana, who's basically found a way to harness the powers of Captain Marvel and that, and even has his 3 children to be his test subjects. And they're like, will it hurt? Will it be beautiful? Honestly, how can Magnus be any more wondrous? And so he says, just one scientific proof. Say my name, Sylvana! And so pretty much Dr. Sylvana's children become basically evil versions of Captain Marvel and the others. And he says, marvelous! First prize to the one who brings me Captain Marvel broken in defeat. Maybe now your mother will take me back. And so you've got Billy Batson doing the news report about what's been going on. And keep in mind that since this takes place on Earth 5, this version of Billy Batson works at a news station, and where basically a version of him warns him about what's been going on, and suddenly Dr. Sylvana's children show up and makes them look away, while Billy Batson becomes Captain Marvel, saying, Billy's safe, and don't think I'm alone. Ha! The world's mightiest mortal, huh? Not anymore! And so he does a sonic whistle cry, where Mary and Freddy hear it, and basically, meanwhile, Dr. Sylvana is talking with other versions of himself, Earth 11, Earth 23, and all that. And even basically mines out the Rock of Infinity's rocks, which takes away precious times and everything else, and even uses his plan to start his own business and sell it on the black market. And he also wants the wizard's lightning staff. So pretty much Captain Marvel has to deal with Sylvana's oldest son and knocks him out, saying, like a stampeding bull. And so they basically hold him down, and basically Captain Marvel points out that, he has to stop that train from being destroyed. So luckily Mary and also Freddy show up, with Mary looking like her later appearance in the late 2000s. And basically Billy Batson spinning them around, and Mary taking out Georgina, who is basically Sylvana's own version of Mary Marvel. So he says, Junior, get me out of this! Ha! Gotcha! Huh? And so he gets blown out right into the moon. And so, just as Georgina points out that she looks more beautiful now, Freddy manages to trick her into thinking he's got the hots for her, and even asks her name, which he says, and then she realises, oh crap, what did I just do? And reverts back to normal. And suddenly you've got the Monster Society of Evil with Mr. Mind in his bug-like form, Mr. Adam, Crocodile Man, and everything else. So pretty much they point out what they're going to need to do, and you've got the Lieutenant Marvels with Uncle Dudley, Tiger Twinkie and that, and they say that they'll take care of the situation, and Billy and basically leaves, and the others deal with the Monster Society of Evil. Where Captain Marvel goes into the subway and basically finds out the Rock of Eternity's been jacked up now. And so basically is talking about his plans, and you got one who's like Hannibal Lecter, and the other Sylvanas are quickly disturbed by his nature. So pretty much Captain Marvel goes in to confront the androids, and we've got one version of Dr. Savannah, which I originally thought was the Prime Earth one, but turns out it's Earth 3, so it's unknown if he survived the events of Forever Evil and what happened to Earth 3. So basically, Billy Batson breaks through and confronts Dr. Sylvana, where Dr. Sylvana becomes his own version of Captain Marvel and says, "Black Sylvana lives!" And basically both of them duking it out, and Billy basically realizing to warn his other self of what's to happen, creating a loophole. And basically Captain Marvel managing to hold down Dr. Sylvana, which makes him say his name again, and points out to the other ones that you lose like the last time. This ain't over. Now I've seen her, I won't let go. And the wizard congratulates Billy for a job well done. And after this, everyone's basically defeated the monster side of evil. Even Billy Bats or Captain Marvel looks at the comic book and wonders why there ain't more happier stories. And this ends with Captain Marvel, Mary Marvel, and Shazam and Captain Marvel Jr. flying off for more adventures. And this is the end of the story. So, what do I think? It's interesting to see them do Earth 5, and I would like to see a comic book series for it. So, I do admit it's not a bad story, so it deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.